Well, last week, the Alabama State Department of Education announced schools will reopen this coming school year. And now Huntsville City Schools wants to figure out how to get students back to school safely. Kanisha Dees has more on the plan.
Huntsville City Schools say they're finalizing their reset plan, which includes traditional and virtual learning.
And what we ultimately landed on was a reset, because we truly are resetting the way that we engage in teaching and learning, because it's more than just reopening school buildings. It's more than just, reworking a couple of things.
Huntsville City Schools Chief Communications Officer Craig Williams says the district's plan released earlier this month falls in line with the state's decision to allow students to learn in person, virtually, or both.
It's more about, are you going to be a virtual student, or are you going to be kind of the in-person student? The in-person may consist of that staggered schedule. It may consist of that traditional. It may consist of even the virtual.
The Alabama State Department of Education unveiled a roadmap. This guideline includes wellness, operations and facilities, and instruction and technology as factors for campus availability now and when students return. Williams says more families are leaning to virtual learning.
We have had 1,000 families already take us up on that offer for Huntsville Virtual Academy, so that's something we're really excited to roll out and unveil.
The school district plans to update families on health protocols at this upcoming board meeting, July 9th.
We want families to know that we are being very careful, we are being very deliberate, we are being very intentional as we work our way through the planning process and continue to finalize the planning process.
The state will allow extracurricular activities, and they will follow the Alabama High School Athletic Association's guidelines for sports. Putting the Valley first, Kanisha Dees, WZDX News.